Hey, it's Miss B. Faux Life. That's how you say it. Faux Life. What's up? And I'm back. Is it just me? Is it just me? Or does everything with Offset's voice in it sound good as hell? I just get excited when I hear his voice. Cardi B's husband. See, I can love a man's music, his style, his swag, and know he's married and have respect for his marriage. When y'all gonna learn that? I love me some Offset. Woo! Yes. Yes, girl, we out in these streets. I'm in Atlanta on my way to McDonough. Told y'all I was gonna take y'all around. Now, I didn't really get to film a lot this weekend because I was like in 5 Points. I was in Decatur, where it's greater, like the city of Decatur, like downtown Decatur. But my husband was with me. You know, he don't want to be on the vlog or nothing else. But he's on there a little bit. He just don't know it. Like, I did a little clip for Instagram. But anyway, it was a cool day yesterday. It was a lot of stuff going on. It's a sunny day today, 66 degrees in Atlanta. And I'm going to McDonough because there's only one Logan Steakhouse in the state of Georgia now. I don't know why. I love Logan's. And let me tell you what I like about Logan's. They got this thing. It's called a tea. What kind of tea is it called? It's called I don't know what kind of tea it's called. It's some kind of tea, but baby, woo! They only serve you one. That's how you know. You only get one. I forget what kind of tea it's called. But anyway, it's an alcoholic beverage. And sometimes I drive all the way out here just to have a steak, a potato, and a salad, and that tea. It ain't sweet tea, baby. It's not sweet tea. It's sweet, but it ain't sweet tea. Oh, a Kodak. I love Kodak. Same, baby. That's a Z shit. That's a Z shit. I love Kodak Black. Let me tell you something. Me and my kids, I need to edit this, but I probably won't. And me and my kids were actually in Niagara Falls in Ontario when Kodak got out of jail. So my son is like on Instagram 24/7. Like, he lives on Instagram. Stephen Anthony, no H, Beasley. He's always on Instagram, right? So he had us on there, and he's like, "Oh, family, on our way to Canada." We like in the line, get ready to go over to Canada. And Shayla was my daughter, Shayla, who is also on Instagram, Sports by Shayla. She was on her phone as usual, always on Instagram, and said, "Oh, Kodak Black was released today." Was like, "Hey!" We like had a celebration. And my son was like, "What?" We love Kodak Black at my household. Okay, so Offset, Kodak, Cardi B, like those the top 3. Okay, don't mess with us. And really, I'm really into Meek these days, but I had to put Kanye down, man. I really just don't know what's wrong with them. It's too many people around him for him to be mentally ill. So I'm starting to think he's not actually, start this ZZ back. I love ZZ. I really am starting to think he's not really, there's nothing really like diagnosis wise wrong. Well, I know he takes medication, but he's on his medication. So I think it's like I used to know a lot of bipolar people who liked being bipolar. Like, seriously, they liked it. They liked that about themselves. I don't know if they thought it made them unique or whatever, but they like being crazy, for sure. I don't know why it's all focused like this. They like being crazy. So they would stop taking their medicine. Straight up. They would stop taking their medicine because they like being crazy. And I think Kanye likes being crazy. I really do. And you know, now this album's garbage. I just, what he did to Lil Pump, oh my God. What he did to Lil Pump, I love Lil Pump. I feel so bad for Lil Pump. God, he must have him under strong contractual obligations in order for that boy to dress up like a bottle of water. Oh my God, what was he? Was he Fiji or was he Period? I don't know. It was foolishness. And I felt bad for Lil Pump. That has definitely hurt his street cred. Okay? Ugh. Anyway, I digress. What was I talking about? I was talking about Atlanta. I was talking about the fact that I'm going out here to get this tea. And while I'm trying to get this tea, maybe I need to spill some tea. So, if you guys don't know, I've been going back and forth on Instagram with a site. Well, not with a site. It was a post about 1, 2, 3, 4, might have been 6 people who were racially ambiguous, and they were going to take a DNA test, and it was going to say what nationalities they had. Some of them had an idea. Like 3 of the girls looked black. One of the guys looked really Korean. I mean, I was like, why would he take the test? Another guy was kind of Asian looking, and I forget if there was another girl in there. Yes, there was another girl in there, and she looked like she was Mexican. And I think there was another guy in there that knew he had Mexican genes as well. I don't remember the site, but if you follow me and you can find my comments, I'm all over the place because me and a bunch of people had a really misunderstanding. Because you can look at me right now. I don't know what y'all think I am. I am whatever I say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? And I love to say that. Thank you, Eminem. I am an African American woman. However, if you prick my finger, if you swab my mouth, and you get my DNA, you're going to find some things. Okay? You're going to find some surprising things. I ain't going to tell y'all. I just let y'all guess. I might tell y'all one day. I really don't like talking about it because black people are so fickle. If your head ain't nappy and you ain't, at least paper brown sack, then they trying to say you white. At least that's where I grew up. That's what they do. And then when I went to California, everybody assumed I spoke Spanish. I don't have any Hispanic blood in me. So no Dominican, no Cuban, no Puerto Rican, no Espanol. I got to say it all the time, especially down here in Atlanta. No Espanol? No, baby. No Espanol. That's about only Spanish words I know how to say. I think I can say por favor. I can't even say that. And then I can say nachos, burrito, Taco Bell. That's it. That's the only Spanish words I know. So, anyway. Funny story though. I worked in Publix for a little while, and it was some sweet little Mexican girls that were baggers, and I had to learn how to say. I phonetically wrote it out. I had to learn to say I'm sorry because I was always slinging the canned goods out, hit their heads, and I had to learn how to say go check this or go take this back. It was a bunch of stuff I had to learn how to say, and I couldn't say it. After a while I got good at it, but I don't remember what they are no more. Let me tell you something about my brown brothers and sisters. I love my brown brothers and sisters. I have a very good friend. Oh my God, I love her. She went to college with me. And I know I'm all over the place, but anyway. I went to San Bernardino, Cal State San Bernardino, which is now University of California, San Bernardino. And you had to write out, your personality, and they matched you with a roommate. And they matched me with Maria Elena. I'll just say her first and second name. Maria Elena. And I was like, I don't know nothing about Mexican people. Oh my God. Me and her was so close. Like, we got the same personality. I mean, we had such a wonderful roommateship. And I actually just found her on Facebook after years of trying to find her. She lives in Pomona. I cannot wait to go to Pomona to see her. I try to go to California. I used to try to go every year because that's actually where I was born and where my father had lived all these years. But in the last couple of years, like the last time I went was 2011. So I haven't been going on a regular basis, but I love my folks, and I'm going down there since I found her. I ain't with Future right now. I'm gonna take Future off. Gotta go back to my Z shit. I like Lil Baby too, y'all. I like Lil Baby. So anyway, here you go. So this is going to be my background music for my video. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm going to Pomona to see my friend, and I call her Beanhead. I love me some Maria. So my Mexican brothers and sisters, and when I say Mexican, maybe I shouldn't say Mexican. Maybe I should say Latino, because not only my brothers and sisters from Mexico, but Honduras and Guatemala, they don't even know how to speak English, and you can show them a job. I used to work at Walmart. I was a customer service manager at Walmart. Those were my best cashiers, and they even speak English. Oh my goodness, they can pick up on stuff like that and do it. Now my brothers and sisters from MLK that I had, because I'll take you there to that part of town as well. It's called Austell, and it's kind of between Cobb County and Atlanta. And so I had a very unique mixture. I had the rednecks from the trailer parks in Austell and Powder Springs. Then I had the hood rats from MLK and Adamsville, because that was kind of close to where we were. And then I had a mixture, just a mixed bag of people who lived in Powder Springs or Mableton. So I think I had a guy from from Turkey. I had another guy from, I used to call him Babu from Aladdin. He was from India. And everybody was cool. Everybody acted the same. You know, they went to Osborne High School, and they all just there was no cultural divide. They was all hip hop, they was all crazy, they was all sweet, and I loved them. But out of all of those people that I had trained to be cashiers, the only people that really caught on and were great cashiers were my the little sweet Mexican girls that didn't even speak English. Like, I told them, listen, you're gonna have to say hello, and you're gonna have to say thank you very much, and they just giggle. And I said, say it, thank you very much. It's so cute. Anyway, you teach a brown brother a job, you ain't gotta worry about it, they gonna do it. Alright, enough about it. So let's see, where am I at? I'll make sure I don't. Okay, so I'm now in Eagles Landing. Eagles Landing is a very nice area of town, south of Atlanta. Hudson Bridge Road. I like it out here, it's nice. I don't know that I would live out here, but I like it out here, it's nice. On my way, 75 South, going to McDonald's. So now, all the way back to what I was talking about. So, alright. I get on here and I read that, and I look at the video, and these individuals are taking DNA tests. And a lot of them were right on, you know, like the guy that was Korean, he was like 70% Korean, but he had other things, you know, ancestry that he did not know about. He was surprised about. A lot of people had Spanish, I think it's Iberian, probably because of the Spanish Inquisition. That's what I think. You know, the Spaniards at one time spread their seed far and wide, and I think everybody has a little bit of that in them. I think actually when my daughter did her DNA, she had like a real like 0.something%, but it could have came from both sides. I won't do mine right now because I'm not really ready, because based on hers, mine couldn't be what I think it is. And I'll just tell you just real briefly that I'm adopted. I'm not really sure. I have an idea. I have a pretty strong idea who my mother was. I think she's deceased now, but I have no idea who my father is. So it wasn't exactly for now on her father's side. They pretty much know everything for generations. They might can go all the way back to, you know, early 1800s. So his part in her was very prominent. It wasn't surprising. It's exactly what I thought it was. West African, and I know that they do have a little Caucasian in them, because an Indian in them, because his parents were from Mississippi, and you know all that was going on down there. So Massa got in there a little bit, and then I know that my ex-husband's grandmother had a big chunk of Indian in her, because she even, you know, you could still see it in her, and that showed up as well. But on my side, it was the rest of the stuff was like real sketchy on my side, so we'll talk about that another day. And you know, my daughter is pressing me you know, to do 23andMe, and I'm just not ready yet. But anyway. So, but I have strong opinions about it because all my life I done had this little hair and I done had this creamy tan complexion, kind of vanilla-ish, but not white. And I've had to deal with it all my life. I grew up in a place where it's black and white. Like there is now, but back when I grew up, there was just black and white. So if you wasn't black, you was white. And I got white girl, and niggas called me grits. And you know, I grew up in a black neighborhood. I grew up with black parents. I grew up with a black, completely African American family. So that is who I am. But I had to fight all my life. I had to fight because people tried me. And I had to, you know, really kind of play crazy and act a fool to get people to leave me alone. So I have strong opinions about these type of things. And I've had a lot of issues in my life, even especially when I moved to Georgia with African Americans, you know, wanting to put me in a category. And it's either one or the other. It's either, girl, you ain't white. Anybody that says that you look white, they crazy. And then I get on the other side of the spectrum, girl, you ain't black. You ain't black. You half black. If you ain't there, you half black. Yo, you ain't got hair like me. You ain't got features like me. Lord have mercy. Talking about getting on my nerves. Lord have mercy. Okay, I think this is where I'm getting off at. Jonesboro Road, Lovejoy. So, I have strong opinions about it. So, there was 2 or 3 girls that looked African American. But you could tell there may be something else there. I'm not saying that, you know, oh, she had good hair, so she got to be half something. But one of the girls did have really, you know, a really fine grade of hair. That's why I say, little fine grade of hair. And then there was another girl that, you know, she had her hair cut pretty short, but you could tell she had a fine grade of hair also. And they were but one of the girls was a little darker. If I just looked at her and I had to guess, I would say that she had like Cuban or Colombian or something in her. And one of the things that she did say was Colombian. Well, it turned out that she was 77% like West African. And she did look shocked, but I mean, every single person who got their results was shocked about at least one thing on there. Oh my God. Here come the fools in the comment section. She just hated it. She was black. She just black. She was just black. She was mad. She wanted to be exotic. She wanted to be this. She wanted to be that. And she had actually said Russian. And everybody was like, she's clowning. I almost died when she said that. She's crazy. Russian. I guess everybody think Russian people look like Vladimir Putin. And I got on the comment sections and went for him. I did. I went for him. I'm like, first of all, what Russian people y'all know? Y'all seen Putin on TV? Maybe. What Russian people y'all know? Y'all don't know no Russians. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have a very high percentage of Russian. So I felt some kind of way about it. I'm like, y'all don't even know. Russia is situated in such a place where there are people from Eastern European, and it's very close to Asia. So you can end up with some Asian type features. I think, you know, you can end up with some darker Mediterranean hues. And, you know, you can Google. You can Google Russian people right now, and you will see some of the pictures are black and white, but you can see some people have really dark hair, and they have like Mediterranean-like features. You know, so why was they clowning? Why was they coming for the girl? Her name was Courtney. It's just coming for her, and it's so typical of my African American brothers and sisters to just insist that. I mean, I identify as an African American woman. You know, Holly Berry identifies as an African American woman. You know, Mariah Carey identifies as an African American woman. But some black people just won't let us live, man. They won't let us live. Man, you can't tell me what I am. I am whatever I say I am. You can't tell me what I am. So, here's the teachable lesson for today. Don't be running around trying to tell people who they are, okay? Let people live their best life, okay? Let people live. Don't tell me who I am. And I won't tell you who you are. I won't tell you how stupid you is, how crazy you look, how childish you act. That's a Z shit. That's a Z shit. And this ain't TV.